This is the Kenwood KX-W6010 double cassette deck. Originally, I bought this Kenwood deck at a thrift store for $30, but when I started using it, it sounded pretty good, but the motor was making a loud screeching sound, as you can hear. This is my first time buying a tape deck, and, of course, repairing one. Originally, when this deck came out, it was $600 in Germany. Adjusting for inflation and converting it to Canadian, my currency, it would have been $1,300 new. It's pretty crazy. But also the prices of things are much different than they are now. This is a 2-head tape deck. It supports chrome and metal tapes, tape counter, of course, view meter. Also has adjustable record level, and it supports Dolby B and C noise reduction. Okay, so I got it open here. As you can see, this is the deck mechanism. There's two, well, it looks like plastic, but they're metal flywheels. They're weighted. Two main flywheels, and then there's one main belt that goes into the motor. And that is our issue. It's not turned to goo, but it's not providing enough. This one's fallen out, but it's not enough resistance. It's slipping. So to replace the belt, the problem is the belt goes behind here. It gets blocked by this whole thing. And I tried taking this off, and you still can't access it. The only way to replace the belt, other than fishing a screwdriver and trying to get it off the motor, you just have to desolder it. It's just 4 little connections here, which I did before the first time. So it's just those 4 little connections. So I did that for both motors. And then for this unit, I have to fix the head not spinning. But to get them out, there's just 4 screws here. That one's missing because I took it out the first time. You also have to make sure that you unplug this little wire. It's a bit loose, and I'm like scared of that I'm gonna just pull this whole thing off. But I'm not sure what this does. Okay, I've got all the wires disconnected. Now to pull this spring off. Okay, so now with the springs off, you can this just comes off. The problem with these screws, and why I left out that bottom one, was that a normal screwdriver, like my precision driver, you don't really have the angle with the board there. You can't reach your hands around it. So I'm gonna try the extension. I do not know how to get to this bottom one. I don't know how you're supposed to do this. Like, what, this angle? The power supply is blocking it. Okay, so I got the mechanism out. It was stuck between the record and play mode, so I just had to spin the flywheel a bit. The belt for the counter definitely needed replacing. Okay, I was able to get the belt out, actually, without having to desolder the motor. Here are the new belts. Very exciting. So even though the belts hadn't turned to goo, I'm still just gonna give these flywheels and everywhere the belt touches just a clean over with some alcohol. So yeah, it's definitely worth cleaning, even if you don't think it's dirty, because I mean, it didn't look dirty, but this is what it was after just this one flywheel. Okay, this one's clean. Now let's do the same with this one. These flywheels on the second deck are dirty. They've got a bit of residue on them. So the belt was decaying a bit. Okay, so even though I got that belt off as well, still need to desolder this motor. Because I did this one, and I did that the first time, so I was able to get in there and oil it, whatnot. But can't do that without taking off the motor, and unfortunately requires me to desolder those 4 contacts. It isn't the hardest thing. Not very good at soldering, but I'm able to do that at least. So I'm gonna oil the capstans here since I've got the machine out. Might as well. Using this 3-in-1 motor oil. Okay, now cleaned the capstans and the pinch rollers of both. So I'm going to desolder the motor on the A deck. There it is. So with that, to fix that problem with that crazy noise that was happening with it, I have to get some oil into that little crack. And then how I fixed the other one was by just sitting there spinning this over and over again for like 30 minutes. I was just watching TV and doing that, and then eventually, and then stopping, and then putting more oil, and then keep going, because eventually it sounds like it's better, and then slowly gets worse, and then you add more oil. Then you keep doing this, keep doing this. It's interesting. So then it doesn't sound bad, but if you like put more pressure on it, like you hear that like rattle, but actually this one isn't as bad as the other one. I was just going like this, but oh, there you go, you heard it. Yeah, so you gotta get the oil in there. It's just, it's all dried up and... Okay, so while I wait for the oil to work its way in there, why don't we take a look at this and see why this head isn't turning. So the other one, there's like a little spring. So with this, it was just stopping halfway or just not turning properly. It's already a red flag because I'm not supposed to be able to spin this with my finger. The other one that does work. Try to spin it. I can't. Any resistance. So yeah, something's not right. Let's take a look. This is tricky. Yeah, like I thought. This black here, this one here, is what turns the head, right? Not focusing. And well, there's a couple teeth broken off. Or no, sorry, a couple, like this little chunk here. And that chunk is connected to the spring right now, right there. See the plastic part that broke off. Okay, I've glued it back on. I have to let it sit first though. So I'll have to see if this holds or not. Okay, we should be good to solder the motor back on. Let it sit for a little bit. Using my little screwdriver, I will lift it through here on back to this thing. So hopefully the glue holds. Looks like it's gonna work. After 4 million years trying to get these belts back in with the one that didn't desolder, and the one I did desolder because it came out, it took way too long. I used this, forgot, if you use twist tie it and then pull it through, it was still very difficult, but after probably like 30 minutes, I was able to get them back on. So you can see the belts are on, and the glue seems to be holding on this guy, so that's good. Okay, so let's turn it on here. Lights up. So just in case it like eats my tape, I'm just gonna use this random classical nutcracker tape. Let's try that. It's a type 2. Side one. Okay, let's try it out. It is in fact playing. Oh, okay. It wasn't playing out of one of the speakers, but I think that's probably a problem with my connections. sounds good. Let's try Dolby B. There you go, there's all the hiss gone. Sounds really good. Okay. Pretty good. Oh no, RS. Oh, it's even less than that. Never mind, I was looking at this. Oh, that's just the worst of it. Or, I don't know what that means, but 0.8, right, 6. This is actually better than rated. It is, I assume the lower frequency than 3000 means it's running slow. That's what that means. Quick disclaimer, the value you see 0.08 is actually pretty good. The spec is 0.1% wow and flutter, but I recorded the test tape on the machine and played it, so doing this twice adds more wow and flutter. So the actual value is closer to like 0.05 to 0.06. This is actually like factory wow and flutter, so this is really good.